This is not your rest.
For what?
For this is not your rest.
For this is not your rest. America is not your rest. That is why a lot of us spend all our time trying to figure out how to build up in this kingdom. If you're doing more for the world than you're doing for the truth, you're wrong. Now, you got to work. Obviously, you got to work. I'm not talking about that. If your mindset is things of this world all day, all night, you want to spend time with your family, you want to spend time with your co-workers, and you can't ever do anything for the truth, that's a problem. Today's class is titled Asleep in Slavery. Asleep in Slavery. Because a lot of our brothers and sisters throughout the body are sleeping. Some figuratively, some literally. And it's a lot of work to do. If y'all didn't know, it's a lot of work to do all over the world. Not only here, but all over the world. As we drove throughout Shreveport today, I was like, y'all ain't looked about none of these buildings. It looked decayed. This side of town looked decayed. Am I the only one that feel like that? I'm like, damn, this place need I feel like Christian pastor, but it need a revival. It looked dead as hell. But I know the prophets out here. I was looking at the message. Y'all just did what? How many days of camp? 130 days of camp. So get the brothers up for that, man. They out here trying to wake the people up. They out here trying to wake the people up. But there's a lot more to be done. And we're going to go over that in class today. So hopefully today's class can motivate you so that you understand where we're at in time and what must be done. Give me Romans 15:4.
The book of Romans, chapter 15, verse 4.
Uh-huh.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
So the things written aforetime was written for our learning. It was written for us to learn from. We must go to our forefathers, our foremothers' examples, and line ourselves up in the scriptures and say, am I doing as much as my forefathers did? Am I rolling in the spirit of my foremothers? Do I have the spirit of Mattathias, or would I be described in Proverbs as a sluggard? You got to really examine that thing, because the things that we go through today are not as harsh as things in the past. The persecution that we go through today, you might get fired from the job. You might get weird looks. You might not get paid as much as the next person. That's light compared to what our forefathers went through. When you read the Maccabees, they dwelt in caves because they kept the commandments. They didn't have to go in on Saturday for 2 hours before they went to work. Before you were able to keep the Sabbath. All the disciples got crazy stories of how they died miserable deaths for what they went through. Paul stoned. A lot of our forefathers stoned for teaching the word of God. Whole cities turned on them. Those are the things that we dealt with. And today, we got internet, we got AI, we got cars, we got Telegram. We can't even get brothers to check Telegram. Yeah, man, we the prophets of old. Huh? You can't check Telegram, but we had to write letters, wait weeks for it to get there, try to figure out, decipher what the hell is Paul talking about, then apply it, but y'all can't check Telegram? But we the prophets of old. Okay. Read it all the way through again.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
Read.
That we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
So we must use the scriptures to examine ourselves and also to give us hope. This is the true nature of who we are. The peak that we see in the scriptures of our forefathers, that's the level that we got to get to. Give me that Ephesians real quick till we all come into the full measure of Christ. That is what we're aspiring to get to. So if you ever felt like you made it, I always say this. Everybody that made it in the scriptures, they got translated. So if you still here, you got something to work on. It said Enoch, he walked with God and took him up. He said, I got to take this man. He was too righteous. Read that.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 13.
Till
we all come in the unity of the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of God unto a perfect man.
Unto a what?
Unto a perfect man.
Who in here is perfect? Okay, read.
Unto the measure of the stature of the fullness of Christ.
But that's the standard. That is the standard. And when you truly understand that Christ is that perfect light, you will always keep your head down and try to figure out how you can do more. You will always have that mindset of what can I do next to help push this truth further? Because at the end of the day, that measure of Christ is a high measure. And somehow we still have brothers and sisters that get full of themselves at times and think they doing something that they need to be worshiped or praised or ranked, or I need to do this or I need to be over that. How? How can you feel like that? It don't make sense. So, 3 aspects of the class. I'm going to show you that we are in slavery. I'm going to show you how we are comfortable and asleep in slavery. And I'm going to show you how we should be knowing that we are in slavery. So, Deuteronomy 28 and 15. Deuteronomy 28 and 15. Y'all know we're in slavery, right? I know it's comfortable. I know we got AC. I know some of y'all got good jobs. Some of y'all got a beautiful wife, a beautiful husband. They take care of the kids. Y'all able to take care of everything. But whether you believe it or not, this is the dregs of the cup. Understand that. Everything you got can be gone in a second here. This ain't real. This ain't real. It's like Cypher said in Matrix. He says, I know this isn't real. But some of y'all think this is real. Y'all think Esau can come today, take your job, freeze your bank account, then what? Because you ain't got money in America, you done. That's happened. That's happened to brothers. Bank account seized, gone. $30,000, gone. Now what you gonna do? This ain't real. Read that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So, curses were going to come upon the nation of Israel if we did not keep the commandments. Did we keep the commandments as a nation, y'all? No. No, we did not. Go to 1 Samuel 8 and verse 8. 1 Samuel 8 and 8. We did not keep the commandments.
The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 8, verse 8. According to all the works which they have done since the day that I brought them up out of Egypt.
Since the day he brought us out of Egypt. Not the next week. Not after the 40 years. He said the day y'all got out of Egypt, what happened?
Even unto this day.
Even unto this day.
Wherewith they have forsaken me.
They have what?
They have forsaken me. And served other gods. So do they also unto thee.
So, if from the time we got out of Egypt, we forsook him, curses came upon us. Everything that we are living today is the curses of Deuteronomy 28. Jeremiah 16 and 10. Jeremiah 16 and 10.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 10.
Uh-huh.
And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt show this people all these words, and they shall say unto thee, wherefore hath the Lord pronounced all this great evil against us?
Right. Some of y'all may say, well, why are we in these conditions? Read.
Or what is our iniquity? Or what is our sin that we have committed against the Lord our God?
Read.
Then shalt thou say unto them, because your fathers have forsaken me.
Because your fathers have forsaken me. Read.
Saith the Lord, and have walked after other gods, and have served them, and have worshipped them, and have forsaken me, and have not kept my law.
And have what?
Have not kept my law.
Because we did not keep the laws of God, the curses fell upon us. Read.
And ye have done worse than your fathers.
Hold on, you did better.
Ye have done worse than your fathers.
And we have done worse than our fathers. Read.
For behold, ye walk every one after the imagination of his evil heart, that they may not hearken unto me.
Read.
Therefore will I cast you out of this land into a land that ye know not.
So, how do we get to America, y'all? On slave ships. We all know that in here, right? So, okay, we got brought here on slave ships. We got beat. Hey, can you pull up the video about slavery, please? Because we got to bring it to life sometimes. I know it's not real to some people. Go ahead.
We weren't poor by chance. We were cursed in the field. They worked us until death. That's a curse in the field. Swamps, sickness, chains, still cursed in the field. Every crop made them rich. Every field broke us. Deuteronomy 28:16. Cursed in the field. We still in the fields, but we waking up now.
So, I just wanted to show y'all that we were brought over here on slave ships, worked for hundreds of years, and we're still here. Now we can get jobs, we can drive, we can fly, we can buy houses, we can live next to massa. Y'all can even eat at the same restaurant as the white man. How is it that we don't have the mindset that we ain't got stuff done here in America yet? How is it? How is it we ain't figured out how to put our little pennies together so that we can do the things that we need to, that we don't have to rely on this man? How? Because somebody is comfortable. Somebody is comfortable and asleep. You ain't really thinking. All of us been there before. Give me that Ciroc real quick. Give me that Ciroc real quick. I don't want to turn this into a financial class, but Ciroc, I think it's 17. I want when things are good. You know what I'm talking about? I think it's 17. Let me see. 11. Ciroc 11 started verse 24. 25. Read 25.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 11, verse 25. In the day of prosperity.
In the day of prosperity.
There is a forgetfulness of affliction.
You don't care about nothing else or nobody else. That's 99% of so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. When things are good, we don't care about nobody else. We don't care about the nation. Unity? What? You see this house I just got? You see my car? I got a $100,000 car. I got a $500,000 chain. Read.
And in the day of affliction.
In the day of what?
Of affliction, there is no more remembrance of prosperity.
You forget about all that in the day of affliction. Now you like, hey, bro, we need to come together, bro. It got to be a way we can come together, man. Like, I'm trying to figure out some ways for us to work this thing out. What you do? Okay, what you do? Yeah, I mean, it's got to be something we can do together. Together, brother, together. Like, bro, when you last week, you said it was good. I asked you for $20. You was like, $20, nigga, that's all you need? But you ain't even give it to me. You told me to go get a job. Now, you get laid off. Now you want to work together. Okay, read.
For it is an easy thing unto the Lord in the day of death to reward a man according to his ways.
Read.
The affliction of an hour.
The affliction of an hour. Read.
Maketh a man forget pleasure.
The Lord, I'm telling you, all the wicked of our people, they got all these riches, all this stuff that ain't trying to help their own. It says in an hour, they're going to forget all that. All of that stuff burnt up. The millions, the riches, the woman, all of that, they're going to forget all of that real fast. Real fast. And some of them get their wake-up call before they die. Because Kyrie, not Kyrie, well, Kyrie too, but Kanye, all those guys that spoke up, all praises, they found out real quick they don't give a damn about that. This truth is stronger than whatever brands you got, whatever music you make. This truth bring all that to a halt immediately. So, back to where I was at. Jeremiah 16 and 13.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 16 and verse 13.
And I'm showing you that we in slavery. Read.
Therefore will I cast you out of this land into a land that ye know not.
So that's us. We know without a shadow of a doubt that is us. But guess what? That happened to our forefathers too. Y'all know this ain't the first time we were brought into a land that's not ours, right? We were taken where? Into Assyria. We were taken where? Into Babylon. Some of us dwelt in Persia. Some of us dwelt in Greece. Some of us dwelt in Rome. All of these lands we were brought. So what we're doing is nothing new. Like Bishop said a long time ago, we are living this life over again. All over again. So from there, go to Deuteronomy 28. Deuteronomy 28, 64.
The book of Deuteronomy.
Hey, and officers, captain, anytime y'all got something, bring it out. I ain't scared to hold the mic. I ain't Bishop Nathaniel. I ain't got the wisdom from the Lord like that. We can let that thing flow. Read that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth, even unto the other.
Read.
And there,
and what?
There, thou shalt serve other gods.
So, we are in another land serving another God. I would say about 70% of our people here in America, because most black people now, they know Jesus is black. But the rest of them, they serve a white Jesus. Or they think they conscious and they serve nobody and don't believe in the Bible, whatever. Hoopla. Read.
Which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
Read.
And among these nations shalt thou find no ease.
Do we have ease here in America? No, we do not. If you think you got ease, go in your car at night, drive around one of these neighborhoods and drive like you drunk. And watch how you get treated when the police officer pull you over. You're going to find out real quick that you're not equal. All these politicians, I think it was in New Orleans and Texas. How many of y'all pay attention to politics? Good, nobody, all right. Some of y'all, okay, we got some Democrats over here, okay. So recently, black people are upset because their voting rights got repealed. And the white man legally allowed, if you know anything about politics, it's all about your districts and how you vote up, how you divide up the district. So say this district over here, this is one district where all the black people at. If you got all black people in that district, they probably gonna vote for what? A black politician, correct? Esau made it legal to now they can gerrymander, which means they can cut up the district how they want. So they'll take one snippet of the black community, they'll put it with its majority white people. Another snippet of the black community, put it with the white folks. Another, they'll break up this whole district and make it what now you got 5 districts and black people vote don't matter no more. Y'all understand? Whereas it should be represented by the people in there, they cut up the districts to make it where your vote is divided amongst 5 districts instead of 1. They did that in like 60 different counties, and black people lost their political seat in all those different places. Showing you, we are in captivity. They control all this stuff. And guess who did it? The same politicians they've been voting for. The same people they've been crying for, the same people that, oh, we can do that now? All right, cool. Yeah, let's make that a law. Good. Get that rule out of there. Look at it. It's very amazing. It's called gerrymandering. From there, 2 Kings 17 and 22. 2 Kings chapter 17 and verse 22. I want to show you because Deuteronomy said we're going to be brought into a land that is not ours and have no ease. This is nothing new. Read that.
The book of 2 Kings, chapter 17, verse 22.
Uh-huh.
For the children of Israel walked in all the sins of Jeroboam, which he did.
Uh-huh.
They departed not from them.
Read.
Until the Lord removed Israel out of his sight.
Uh-huh.
As he had said by all his servants, the prophets.
Read.
So was Israel carried away out of their own land to Assyria unto this day.
So hold on. We was carried out of our land into another land? In the Bible? That's why if y'all ever run into a dumb apologetic that say, oh, the curse has already been fulfilled. Inside the Bible, the curses are fulfilled. More than once. We were carried into Assyria. We were carried into Babylon. Okay. What are you saying? You don't know the Bible. Read.
And the king of Assyria brought men from Babylon, and from Cuthah, and from Ava, and from Hamath, and from Sepharvaim, and placed them in the cities of Samaria.
Does that sound familiar? Is that not what they did in 1948? They took Europeans from all those different lands, Poland, Germany, and put them in our land. That is what they did. This is nothing new. This is nothing new. Read.
And placed them in the cities of Samaria instead of the children of Israel. And they possessed Samaria and dwelt in the cities thereof.
Read.
And so it was at the beginning of their dwelling there that they feared not the Lord. Therefore the Lord sent lions among them, which slew some of them.
So from there, go to 2 Kings 24. So the same way we was taken out of our land aforetime and placed in Assyria, the same thing happened to us. Now we are in America. Now we are in America. We're taken from our land and placed in America.
We'll start at verse 1, sir.
24 and 10. 2 Kings 24 and 10.
2 Kings, chapter 24, verse 10.
Uh-huh.
At that time, the servants of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, came up against Jerusalem, and the city was besieged. And Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, came against the city.
So, pause. I'm going to give y'all a history question. So, how many times did Babylon come into Jerusalem? Raise your hand if you know. Yes, sir.
Shalom, Cap.
Shalom.
Shalom. 3 times. They came 2 times, and they finally besieged it.
Huh? What'd you say? You changed your answer. You did that slick.
My bad. I was thinking about the years. They came 3 times.
Okay, good.
My bad.
3 times. 3 times. Now, next question. How many countries sieged Jerusalem? How many times was it sieged? Not from Babylon, but in general. How many different countries did it? What was the other time? When was the other time it was sieged? Nope, I want somebody else. These basic questions. These ain't hard questions. Yes, sir.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Was it wrong?
Good. Correct. So you got Babylon under Nebuchadnezzar, and then Titus and Vespasian. That's Luke 21. Everybody got that? Make sure y'all know those. Those are basics, but those are things that you need to know when you're battling with these Christians. All right, you need to know those. So go back, 2 Kings.
Book of 2 Kings, chapter 24, verse 11. And Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, came against the city, and his servants did besiege it.
Read.
And Jehoiakim, the king of Judah, went out to the king of Babylon, he and his mother, and his servants, and his princes, and his officers. And the king of Babylon took him in the 8th year of his reign. And he carried out thence all the treasures of the house of the Lord,
Read.
and the treasures of the king's house, and cut in pieces all the vessels of gold which Solomon, king of Israel, had made in the temple of the Lord, as the Lord had said. And he carried away all Jerusalem.
He did what?
Carried away all Jerusalem.
Read.
And all the princes. And all the mighty men of valor. Even 10,000 captives. And all the craftsmen and smiths. None remained, save the poorest sort of the people of the land.
So who did he take from our people? Y'all can just say it out loud. The best. He took the best of our people, correct? And Babylon to Timbuktu, does it not say the same thing? It says he took the best of our people. It lists all the occupations that they had. The architects, the craftsmen, the thinkers, all those people, that's who he took. That's how you know we dealing with the same people. We the Israelites. There's no doubt about it. Read.
Verse 15. And he carried away Jehoiakim to Babylon, and the king's mother, and the king's wives, and his officers, and the mighty of the land. Those carried he into captivity from Jerusalem to Babylon. And all the men of might, even 7,000, and craftsmen, and smiths 1,000, all that were strong and apt for war. Even them the king of Babylon brought captive to Babylon.
Read.
And the king of Babylon made Mattaniah, his father's brother, king in his stead, and changed his name to Zedekiah.
So I'm showing you the captivity that we went through and the way we were enslaved is the same process over and over again. They didn't do anything new. Bishop Kanai always used to say, the devil can only do so many different ways, so many different tricks. He only got so many different tricks that he used. Matthew 1:17. So I'm showing y'all slavery is in the Bible. I'm showing y'all slavery is in the Bible. Our forefathers all were in slavery. So if anybody don't understand that, you're reading the wrong scriptures. So when they say y'all make the Bible about slavery, well, what book in the Bible ain't about slavery? I need to know which one. Because Jeremiah was in slavery. Ezekiel was in slavery. Habakkuk was in slavery. Moses was in slavery. Jesus was in slavery. All of them was in slavery. What book are they reading? Read.
The book of Matthew, chapter 1, verse 17. So all the generations from Abraham to David are 14 generations.
14 generations, read.
And from David unto the carrying away into Babylon.
From David unto the carrying away unto Babylon.
Are 14 generations.
Read.
And from the carrying away into Babylon unto Christ are 14 generations.
So he's naming the generations. What was taking place during this time period? Captivity. In all these generations. That's why I jumped to 21.
Verse 21. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Jesus.
Why?
For he shall save his people from their sins.
Now, if they weren't in slavery, why do they need a savior? Does that make any sense? Why do you need a savior? If they was ruling and everybody's happy and everybody's good and we all one people, why do you need a savior? That don't make no sense. There's no Martin Luther King if the white man is not oppressing us the way he is. There's no Malcolm X if we're not being oppressed. Y'all understand that, right? You have to have opposition for leaders to rise. That's the way it works. That's why they make us learn about all those white men in the 1700s. And what they call the Revolutionary War and all those different things. Why? Because they were at war. They were not free. They were being taxed, which we're going to touch on in a second. They were being taxed. Y'all ever heard no representation without taxation? Right. Yeah, see, look. That brother was well educated in the white man. Yeah, that's the Boston Tea Party that happened on April 8th, 1944, 1700, Chesapeake River. Yep, that's what happened. It was midnight. Paul Revere made a shot. We know it. The white man did a good job. First Maccabees 1:41.
The book of First Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people.
That what?
That all should be one people. And everyone should leave his laws.
Hold on. So we're gonna be one people, but we gotta leave our laws. That bishops say all the time, when you assimilate, you have to lose your culture. They don't lose their culture. They don't say, oh, we're gonna put weave in and get afros. No. You lose your culture. You bleach your skin. That's what was going on back then, showing you there was a dominant class. Read it again.
Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king.
So, for everybody to leave their laws, that becomes a law itself, showing you that they still were in power. Read.
Yea. Many also of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath.
Read.
For the king had sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah, that they should follow the strange laws of the land and forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple, and that they should profane the Sabbaths and festival days. And pollute the sanctuary and holy people. Set up altars and groves and chapels of idols, and sacrifice swine's flesh and unclean beasts.
Read.
That they should also leave their children uncircumcised and make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanness and profanation.
Read.
To the end they might forget the law and change all the ordinances.
Now, they put this out, and our people fell for it. Our people fell for it. Just like today, all these things that you see today, the music, the sports, the entertainment industry, all of these things is to make us forget the laws of God. And they have executed it to a T. I'll give you an example. I was just with my brother, my blood brother. Grew up we got the same mother, same daddy, grew up together, same room, our whole life. Played sports together, same team. He know me. I know him. We went to the theme park together. My kids was there. His kids was there the whole time. And then the next day he said, hey, is your kids going to go to high school? I was like, what you mean? He's like, are they going to go to school? I was like, you was with them all day. Did they seem weird to you? No, I was just wondering. Our people, they see anything different than what they programmed, and automatically they think Jim Jones, what'd you say? Yeah, Jim Jones, Yahweh ben Yahweh. They just, it's beyond their mind that you can, I don't say regular because we're not regular people, but that we can live a peaceable life and not be crazy. I was like, literally, my kids was playing the whole day. They normal, just like your kids. We just don't believe in white Jesus. But they think if you don't believe in white Jesus and Christmas, obviously you got to be doing something crazy. You got to kill somebody, right? Sell drugs, something wrong with you. But that's the mind. They made us forget the law. So now when they see people keeping the law, they think evil of it. It's evil spoken of for no reason. For no reason. From there, go to Matthew 17 and 24. I'm still showing you that we was in captivity throughout the Bible, because a lot of people want to say the contrary. So when we say we in captivity today, just because we not in chains, and some of our people are in chains, they think we can't say that we enslaved. Was Christ in chains when he was walking the earth? No, he was not. Was he in slavery? Absolutely. When he was born, he said, yeah, and this man is going to be the savior of our people. They was like, we going to have a savior? And they wasn't in chains at that time, but they were subject to their oppressors. Read that.
The book of Matthew, chapter 17, verse 24. And when they were come to Capernaum, they that received tribute money came to Peter and said, does not your master pay tribute? He saith, yes. And when he was come into the house, Jesus prevented him, saying, what thinkest thou, Simon? Of whom do the kings of the earth take custom or tribute?
Who do the kings of the earth take custom or tribute? Read.
Of their own children?
Do they take it of their own children?
Or of strangers?
Or of strangers. Read.
Peter saith unto him, of strangers.
Of strangers. Read.
Jesus saith unto him, then are the children free.
He said, when we are taking custom or taxes of the strangers, that is when you are free. That is when you are free. When you are exacting on the other nations, that's when you're free. Right? How many of y'all know that logo on the screen? Right? IRS. Y'all ever seen a check? Any of y'all work for the white man? You be like, well, you count up your hours. You like, woo, finna be a fat check. Boy, I get it. Overtime. You look at that check, you like, damn, what happened? Slavery happened. That's what happened. Go ahead, Cat. You guys bring it out, man.
Yeah, Esau taxed everything. Yep. They tax your money before you get it, and after you get it. When you spend every dollar, they tax that too.
You try to spend the money.
They tax it before you spend it and when you spend it. That's crazy to me. And we think we free.
Right. Hey, that's a heavy point right there. That's a heavy point, Cap. Because I forgot somebody was talking about. They're saying compared to what in 1776 what they was fighting over, it's 1,000 times worse today. But we so docile, we don't even realize it. I'm talking about we was enslaved back then. But you know, I'm an American. I got a driver's license. We was fighting back in 7. We was fighting the British, bro. But yeah, they say back then it was way worse. Way worse. I mean, today is way worse than what it was back then. It's crazy. It's crazy. But we got AC now. And we got AI and we got a computer. So we like, hey, I mean, how much the tax is? I pay the tax. You know, as long as the white man's still rolling, we good. Yeah, look at all these taxes. Property tax, sale tax, state income tax, marriage license, local school tax, registration tax, business permit tax, estate tax, waste management, cigarette, court fees, dog license, driver's license, gun ownership, gift tax, unemployment tax, hotel tax. Woo, that's crazy. You get taxed for being unemployed. You ain't got a job, pay up. You costing me money. So I got to charge you. It's crazy. And that's small. That's a small amount. Yeah, man. But I tell you what, I'll pay these white man taxes than live in Africa. How many of y'all been to Africa? Yeah. What you say? You gonna pay them taxes. You gonna pay them taxes. I know it's corruption going on over here, but hey, it is what it is. You know, I get a tax return. They give some of it back. Ain't no tax return in Africa. No, sir. Now I'm just talking. We got to be free, y'all. We got to be free. I want to be free when Christ get back, though. All right. So, from there, go to Ezra 4 and 20. Ezra chapter 4 and verse 20.
The book of Ezra, chapter 4, verse 20.
Mm-hmm.
There have been mighty kings also over Jerusalem, which have ruled over all countries.
Which have what?
Ruled over all countries.
Which have ruled over all countries. When Solomon ruled, it says all the nations, he had them all. He ruled for 40 years of peace. Nobody came against him. Read.
Beyond the river, and toll, tribute, and custom was paid unto them.
And what?
Toll, tribute, and custom was paid unto them.
Toll, tribute, and custom was paid unto Israelite kings. Understand that. Yep, it says referred to a compulsory payment tax or imposed labor by a ruling authority. We ain't collecting no tolls. We ain't doing that here because we are not in a position of rulership. And we got a lot of billionaires, a lot of millionaires amongst our people. But we ain't in that position as a nation because we don't think nation-minded. We don't think nation-minded. From there, I want to show you how our forefathers thought and how they knew they were not free. Acts 1 and 6. I'm going to further that. Acts chapter 1 and verse 6.
The book of Acts, chapter 1, verse 6. When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel?
So the disciples saw Christ after he came back. He said, They said, "Would thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel?" Meaning what? They knew this ain't it. Were they in chains, y'all? No, the disciples were free to go to wherever they needed to go to spread the gospel. So in the apologist's mind, they were free, right? Disciples didn't think like that. They said, "Hey, are you going to restore the kingdom to us right now? Because we are not free." Read it again.
When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel?
Wilt thou at this time restore the kingdom to Israel? I be watching and seeing all these Christian ministry. What do they call them? Kingdom men and kingdom ministry. Yeah, we doing it for the kingdom. What kingdom are they talking about? Right. They talking about building up America's kingdom. Because the only kingdom Christ coming for is the nation of Israel. That's all throughout the Bible. You tell them you're an Israelite. No, we all one people. What? What Bible you read? What kingdom are you talking about? Let's get it. Revelation 2 and 25. Revelation chapter 2 and verse 25.
The book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 25.
Mm-hmm.
But that which ye have already, hold fast till I come.
Uh-huh.
And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end,
Uh-huh.
to him will I give power over the nations.
How many of y'all got power over the nations? Nobody? So this ain't the kingdom. This ain't the kingdom. And if you're not aspiring to have power over the nations, you ain't no kingdom man, you ain't no kingdom woman. Power over the nations is what the kingdom is. That's what rulership is. That's what dominion is. That's what heaven is. Read.
And he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
Uh-huh.
As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers.
Uh-huh.
Even as I received of my Father.
Now what Christian you know say they want to break the nations in pieces? Not one. Pastor Pam, he talking about breaking nations in pieces with a rod of iron? No. But that's in the last book of the Bible. It's telling you what to aspire for. Ain't not one Christian pastor teaching that. Not one. From there, go to Micah 2 and 10. Micah chapter 2 and verse 10.
The book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 10.
Uh-huh.
Arise ye and depart.
Do what?
Arise ye and depart.
Now, I'm going to tell y'all a quick story. When I first came into this truth, I came in under another camp. And the first thing they taught was the flea doctrine. How many of y'all know what the flea doctrine is? Ain't nobody raising their hand. I'm getting old in this truth. Sheesh. Yeah. Okay, 2 brothers. The flea doctrine, it makes sense when you don't read the Bible. Destruction is coming to the earth. To America. Flee. What I said? What doctrine I said? Yeah, I said the flea doctrine. I said flea doctrine. Oh, fly? Oh, no. Flee. Flee. Like it said in Jeremiah 51:6, flee. So, you just get in, you learn you're Israelite. You know, back then, all they had on YouTube was FEMA camp videos. All you see is the black caskets. It's like, yeah, bro, they got the trains, they got the cow, all this stuff coming to America, bro. You got to flee America, you got to flee Babylon. So that is why I got my passport. I was a high school senior. I said, man, we got to flee, bro. I ain't had no job, no education, but I was going to flee. That's what they teach you. That is what they teach you. But it's not talking about physically fleeing. Because when you read the scriptures, who delivered us out of all the lands of our captivity? Right. Every single time, Christ delivered us. Moses didn't say, hey, bro, we got to leave. Hey, we going to holler at you. I got my passport. I'm going to head on down to Goshen. No, that's not what happened. He rolled through, and they said, all right, you can leave. We were delivered. Every time we were delivered. But when you don't read the scriptures, that's what you think. Read it again, Micah 2 and 10.
Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart. For this is not your rest.
For what?
For this is not your rest.
For this is not your rest. America is not your rest. That is why a lot of us spend all our time trying to figure out how to build up in this kingdom. If you're doing more for the world than you're doing for this truth, you're wrong. Now, you got to work. Obviously, you got to work. I'm not talking about that. If your mindset is things of this world all day, all night, you want to spend time with your family, you want to spend time with your coworkers, and you can't ever do anything for the truth, that's a problem. That's a problem. Me and Officer was talking about that today. I know last night, Officer, we didn't get in. What time we got in? 4 o'clock. Drove, how many hours you drove yesterday? Probably like 12. You probably went over the limit, didn't it? Right. But he did that because he cared about this truth. He understands what's necessary and what's needed to bring forth the kingdom. That's how all of us got to be. Some of us, I know in Orlando, the 3 o'clock class going, people leaving. They can't even stay for bishop class. Second class over, brothers out, sisters out, nobody clean. The same brothers, same sisters got to do everything. Same brothers got to edit all the videos, got to go to all the fly missions. Be the same people. Meanwhile, we got a whole nation. How is it that all the work falls on a few people when we got a whole nation? And we all understand we're in slavery, right? So if we truly understand we're in slavery, wouldn't we be working to get out? Hey, can you get me the quote from Harriet Tubman about how she could have freed more slaves? And I know she was talking about back then, but that's today. You know how much more work we could get done if everybody wanted true freedom? If we really understood we was in slavery?
Cap, you know what I noticed? Some of the same people that sit there and let everybody else do the work, those are the people that have the most problems and want to suck up the most resources in the school. These are the problem people. And when you start to ignore that they exist, then they have a big problem with that. Now they got a problem with you. Now they want to counsel. They want to apply Matthew 18. Like the people who are pushing this truth, they don't got time to apply Matthew 18 every 5 seconds.
Right, there you go.
You know what I'm saying? We too busy shaking and moving, getting stuff done, traveling, pushing this truth. But the people who have all of the problems, the continuous problem people, those are 99% of the time the people that's not doing the work. So, when's the last time you applied Matthew 18 5 times in a row? Ask yourself.
Hey, Cap, you know what you're saying is heavy. I think I haven't applied Matthew 18 once in 14 years of this truth. Now, brothers don't have to come to me all the time. But I'm like, and maybe, I don't know, I'm not emotional. But I've never had, I'm like, I can't remember. Not to say ain't nothing wrong if you did. You may have got offended. I am offended. And that's the way you handle it. All praise. I handle it with doing the work. Hey, I go do the work. But the point is, like Cap bringing out is, do the work. Just do the work. Y'all got that quote? Bring the quote up, please. Bring the quote up from Harriet Tubman. Yep, make it big, make it big. We can't see that. All right, there we go. It says, I freed 1,000 slaves. I could have freed 1,000 more if only they knew they were slaves. That's how I feel sometimes. I see when I look in the officers group and it's 1,000 officers, 2,000 officers, I'm like, whoo, but we get a lot of work done. We could get a lot of work done if only they knew that we was in captivity. Bishop said all the time, a lot of people don't know what they in. They don't know. They don't understand. We are literally rebuilding a nation. I've done this several times. I see a brother that got a skill set and I'm like, hey, you ain't doing nothing with that? Nah, I ain't. Get him into the body, get him in the office, now he booming. But before they just sitting there idle. If you only understood this is literally a nation you are building. Whatever skill set you got, it is needed. If y'all don't see, we was putting together all the offices in Iuic the other day. The list is long. The list is long. Let's just say you a water physicist. You like, well, we ain't got no water office. You don't think that's needed? You don't think, hey, Cap, you know, I know how to cleanse water. You don't think we can create an office for that? And it's needed throughout all the congregations? Hey, you know, like the electricians. Brother's been electrician for years. We finally got the building and maintenance team. Y'all, if you only knew how much money we spent throughout all the schools, every time we get a new school, what we got to do, y'all? We got to renovate it, right? Guess what? Jimbo over here in Georgia, who got a general contracting business, he ain't gonna never say nothing to nobody. So now we just giving money to the white man year after year, location after location. All these skill sets are needed in the body. Y'all understand that? But it's only when your mindset that you know that this is a nation you will do that. Go ahead, somebody you can say something.
Yeah, Cap. You know you can gauge the faith. You can gauge the faith of a congregation based off the new moon and on those holiday getaways. Yep. It be 3 sisters here and 2 brothers, and the 2 brothers is on security. Yep. That's what it looked like. So where do y'all be at? Yep. So this how you know this class it fits Shreveport. I asked the officer. I said, "What it look like? What the attendance look like?" He said, "It's desolate. Nobody be here. It's tumbleweed going through here. Where do y'all be at? Y'all ain't at work. It's Christmas. Everything is closed down. Y'all, where y'all at? Grandma house eating sweet potato pie. That's what's going on. So we can gauge where the faith of the congregation is based off the new moon. Where's everybody at? It's Tuesday night. What you got going on? You can't come for 2-3 hours? Honor the Lord? But when it was Easter, where was you at? You was in your pastel colors. That's where you was at. When it was Christmas, where was you at? Underneath that tree. Preparing for weeks, getting ready for Christmas. Some of y'all was doing some ungodly things to make sure your kids had stuff on Christmas. Come Passover, you ain't even got a garment. What the hell is going on here? You don't even have the garment. We had the same garment for 3 years. Some sisters is wearing a strange green dress. If you know you got that strange green dress, where's your faith? Are you a part of what's going on here? You gotta ask yourself.
That's heavy. Hey, Cap, hey, listen, we've been doing that for so long in Orlando. I said, look, we only open it up on Christmas and Thanksgiving because every other getaway, nobody there. And the brothers is mad because they fighting in the group. I can't go over this, that, because they got to do the security for 4 people to show up. I said, hey, this is dumb. This is dumb. We closing the school down till brothers get their mind right. And we don't even open up on them days. Watch it online. From there. So now I'm going to show you that you are comfortable and you don't understand you're a slave. You are who Harriet Tubman described. And I see it in every school. It's about 40 brothers, good health. They come there every week and they sit and do nothing. You don't understand you're a slave because you're comfortable. Read that. Joshua 18:3. Because if you understood that we were in slavery, you would have a different sense of urgency about yourself. If you've been in truth more than 2 years and you ain't a soldier and you ain't got health reasons, that's a problem. That is a problem. And it's so funny. We got a soldier in my camp. He been with us a year and some months. I was like, damn, how you a soldier already? He's like, I did the MOV. He said, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, yeah. I be forgetting because, nowadays, you can't find brothers that come in and do what they supposed to do. Yep. Brothers be sitting there forever. You're right. I had to do that last week. I had to have a come to Jesus meeting with all the brothers. Like, what y'all trying to do, man? What y'all trying to do? You got it? Read that.
The book of Joshua, chapter 18, verse 3.
Let me know when that video good to play. Read
and
that.
Joshua said unto the children of Israel, how long are ye slack? How long are ye slack to go to possess the land, which the Lord God of your fathers hath given you?
Right. How long are we going to be slack, Israel? Not to possess the land, but to do the things that are necessary for us to be delivered. Y'all know, when will deliverance come here in America? What is the Lord waiting on? Right. What exactly is he waiting on? 144,000 to be sealed. We know exactly down to the T of what he need. But how many of y'all living y'all lives like that? How many of y'all say, how can I get us to that number ASAP? And it's not literally going out and getting a flyer and doing that, but by me donating to us having a school system that the kids can learn online and not have to go to the public school, now you sealing souls. By you coming into the school and using your skill work to do the AC, now when somebody comes in the building and it's not hot and they ain't got no excuse not to leave. Now when I come in, if I'm a woman and the kids come in and they got a kids room and they learning, the father can focus on class and learn and become sealed. Do y'all get what I'm getting at? All of us play a role in sealing up those 144,000. And everybody ain't gonna be a teacher. Everybody ain't gonna be Bishop Nathaniel. Everybody ain't gonna be Deacon Isaac. Everybody's not gonna sing. Everybody's not gonna dance. Everybody's not gonna clean. But we all gonna bring our skill sets to the table to get that done. Whatever it is that you bring to the table, you got to do it with all your might. Give me that Ecclesiastes real quick. Cap, you got something?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
So I'm pulling this up. I just want to see what this is. So on a very small level, what Cap is talking about, you can help seal souls just by liking and commenting on videos and sharing. Something that can take you 2 seconds out of your day to do. I'm looking at the last Shreveport video. There's only 18 comments, right? That means that Shreveport don't even support Shreveport, right? And that's something so small because when you do that in those engagement, when that engagement is on those videos, what does it do? The algorithm pushes it out because it says, oh, this is what people are interested in. I need more people flocking to my platform. Let's push this video because more people want to watch it. And so now that's how a lot of us learn the truth. Was video popped up? Oh, what's that? Click. And then you get hooked. And now you here. Right? Some people won't even do that in here. We try to institute that in San Antonio. Hey, look, we're going to have a social media blitz. Every Tuesday and Thursday, we're going to post a video of the week, and everybody's going to blitz it. Do you know we couldn't even get 30% participation on that? And all it takes is 2 seconds to like and put a comment. Just put all praise to the Most High. That's all you got to put and go on about your business. Can't even do that. But yet, we want the kingdom.
Yep, 1,000%. And I'm going to show you how the children of this world are wiser than us. You had something? Ecclesiastes while we wait. Hey, Jeriah, I just sent you a video, send the IT. Give me that Ecclesiastes 9:9, I think it is, with all that might. Yeah, 9 and 10. Give me that real quick.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 9, verse 10. Mm-hmm. Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it with thy might.
Do it what?
Do it with thy might. For there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave whither thou goest.
So whatever it is that you do, you need to do it with all your might. If you're an electrician, if you know how to lay floors, if you know how to paint, if you're a doula, whatever. We got all these different offices. Don't just join the office. Figure out how you can transform the office. I always tell the brothers in Orlando, we want to be the best in everything that we do. Whatever it is, don't just sign up and just do it. Figure out how you can be innovative and creative to make it better than what it is. Y'all got that video? About the support? Yep. Let me show you. This is what Captain Rod just brought out. Go ahead.
He said, yo, how you feel about
I want y'all to get this. This is in the world.
You feel about the video I just dropped? My dog just called me. He said, yo, how you feel about the video I just dropped? I said, what video? He said, nigga, you liked and commented on the video. I said, hold on. I like and comment on everything that you do, nigga. I don't even gotta watch the video. Half the time I don't watch the video. I see your name, I comment, I keep scrolling. Nigga, you my dog. I know what you said had to be valuable. I just ain't had the time to watch it. But regardless, my main point is this. One, it don't take much to support your dogs. It really don't. You know what I'm saying? That like, that comment, that share, it go a long way. Feel me? It's social proof. Two, if you my dog, I'm rocking with you. I rock with you. That's it. I ain't gotta watch everything. All I know is my dog dropped. My favorite episode is on. We tuning in. That's it.
You see that? That's in the world. That's in the world. Meanwhile, we got groups set up for commenting groups. We post the link in there. Hey, everybody go comment. 2 people go do it. Meanwhile, we all debating, hey man, Iceman better than Kendrick, bro. I'm telling you. Go listen to the album. But here he's showing you, anytime he sees his friend post, he like and commented. He's like, I probably didn't watch it, but hey, it's coming from you. It got to be good. Now, some people are very good at it. Some people do. I ain't saying everybody. The point is, you shouldn't have to tell people certain things. Y'all understand what I'm saying? What they say, what's understood don't got to be explained. But it ain't understood all the time. Go ahead, Elisha.
Hey, read Jeremiah 2:14. You see that Facebook video? Read Jeremiah 2:14, and I want to play that Facebook video. Because we at the second part, right? The first one, we in slavery. Second, asleep in slavery. You're going to see the processes of assimilation and how there's a spirit in prosperity to where when you look at your brothers and sisters that are being afflicted, you don't give a damn. Watch this. Read that.
Excuse me. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, verse 14. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave?
Read.
Why is he spoiled?
It says, why is he spoiled? You ever drunk spoiled milk? By mistake, right? You forgot to smell it. Is the milk any good? You like, all it's good for is to throw it away. It says Israel because when you see milk that's spoiled, when you look at the gallon, it looks good. It looks straight. It's until you start pouring it out. And you're like, whoa, this thing too slushy. And then you know there's a problem with it. So it says Israel is a homeborn slave. He's spoiled. So when you see Israel, you can't really tell that they out of there. You see them as your people. It's not until you start interacting with them. You're like, wait, this dude is off. Watch this. This is a documentary called Still a Brother inside the black middle class.
Don't think of
This is prosperity talking.
myself as being a Negro. Never until recently have I really been concerned that I am a Negro. I thought all the while that I was an American. I have empathy for my people, but yet in my middle class value, I still kind of think of them as those people. And I'm aware of it, and I think a lot of people in my particular class, if you will, is aware of it, but we're reluctant. We are just imbued with this white middle class value where we think white.
This clip is from it.
So in this documentary, it explains how when you hit a certain status, you alienate yourself from your people. It's also in Trick Baby. This is the mindset when you are asleep in slavery. You look at what's going on with your people and you say, yeah, I don't really vibe with that. That's not really us. I'm American. That's why he says, I don't see myself as a Negro. When you bring out Deuteronomy chapter 28, when you asleep in slavery, they're going to say slave ships never happened. Right. We ain't in slavery no more. Right. That was a long time ago, brother. You need to get your mind right. This is the mindset. That's why it says, is Israel still a homeborn slave? If you can pull up the definition of captivity in the Merriam-Webster, captives, you're going to notice that in the definition of captives, it's the same mindset how this man seeing in the middle class, I'm not a Negro. Merriam-Webster dictionary, captives. I think it's definition number 2. Let me see, scroll down. Yep, read that.
The definition of captive, number 2. Held under control of another, but having the appearance of independence.
This is us. This is when prosperity hit, you think, oh no, I'm not a captive. You have the appearance of independence, but you can't do nothing here in America without they say so. That's it on the cap.
Heavy, 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 heavy. What we is that? Don't forget. Joshua 18. Go back to that. Read that again.
Book of Joshua chapter 18, verse 3. And Joshua said unto the children of Israel, How long are ye slack?
How long are ye slack? How long are ye slack? How is it that we haven't done the things that our forefathers were able to do 80, 100 years ago? Black Wall Street. How we don't have a league of doctors in Iuic yet? How we don't have a league of contractors? How we don't have all these things already built up amongst ourselves? We got the school system, all praise to the Most High, but it should be bigger and better than what it is. All these things should be done. Because we are slack, it hasn't happened yet. Read it again.
How long are ye slack to go to possess the land, which the Lord God of your fathers hath given you? Give out from among you.
So from there, go to Romans 12 and 11. And I'm showing you, by these things existing, we are asleep in captivity. If you think we arrived, we are asleep in captivity. Read that.
The book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 11. Not slothful in business.
Not what?
Not slothful in business.
You cannot be slothful in business. The officers here shouldn't have to check on you every 2 days to make sure you're getting stuff done. One of my biggest pet peeves is meetings. I hate meetings because I'm a self-starter. So I hate having to take time out of my day to make sure you're doing your job. We shouldn't have to have 3-4 hour meetings. That should not exist. We have one meeting. This is the plan. I explain to you the plan. You understand the plan. You get it done. That's how it should work. What happens? 2 weeks in, you're like, hey, what's up with that? Oh, yeah, this, huh? But when the white man tell you he need that report done, it's done. When he tell you he need that load dropped off on this date, it's done. He ain't got to check on you. He ain't got to call you. You get there early. Hey, master, can I get another load? I got to get this load back home if you don't mind. But when it comes to the Lord's work, hey, brothers, we having a fly mission at this time. Can't make it. Got this. Hey, MOV tonight. Can't go. Well, I thought we was in slavery, brother. Oh, yeah. But then when it's time to do the work, we forget all that. When it's time to get in the green, we forget all about that. Look, he laughing. Lower back alert. Yeah. We can't figure that out. Read it again.
Not slothful in business. Fervent in spirit.
You should be fervent in spirit. Cap, you've been around a long time. You remember it was a group of brothers. They might not have, but brothers had a certain spirit on back in the day to learn and to do certain things. It's hard to find a zealous brother nowadays. Because when you do, you can see it. You can see when a brother got the spirit on him. You run into those type of brothers, it's a dime a dozen. And if it do, they shine like a light. Like, yeah, that brother, they're different. But back in the day before we got the discipline, the order, the structure, because now you can see clearly who really got zeal now. Maybe that's what it was. We were confused because we had no order. Because brothers just did whatever the hell they wanted to do. So you thought the brother was in the spirit. But now he got to show up 3 times a week. Got to do this, got to do that. Now you able to see, oh, no, you ain't about that life. You ain't, but you just smiling so shalom hard. That's all it is. You ain't really about that life. Because when it's time to take the canvas test, you know where to be found. When you get your eval, you confused on your score. All these different things. So you ain't really as fervent as you thought you were when the requirements show up. I give you an example. I was coach for 13 years. You know how many people in the halls, hey, coach, I'm coming, man. I'm coming this year. Show up that first day, never see them again. That's a lot of us in this truth. That's a lot of us in this truth. We see the word of God, man, that's heavy. They come to the school, and then they just sit there. They sit there and do nothing. Y'all know you ain't supposed to do nothing in this truth, right? All of us should have our hands to the plow. Give me that Luke 9 real quick. Luke 9:58. Every last one of us, woman included. Do y'all not read about Mary and Martha in the scriptures? Absolutely. Phoebe, Tabitha, Esther. It's a lot of women do the work. All of us have a job to do. Read that.
The book of Luke, chapter 9,
58.
Verse 58. And Jesus said unto him, Foxes have holes, and birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man hath not where to lay his head.
What does that mean? That didn't mean he didn't have a house. That means he was on the move. He was on the move. Some of you brothers, if you ain't moving, if you ain't in different cities, if you ain't in different blisses, if y'all ain't out and about, that's a problem. That is a problem. If nobody know you, you walk into the room, that's a problem. Your face should be known because you travel, because you do the work of the Lord. Read.
And he said unto another, Follow me. But he said, Lord, suffer me first to go and bury my father.
He said, I'm going to follow you, but give me a minute. Just hold on 1 second, Lord, I'm coming. Read.
Jesus said unto him, Let the dead bury their dead.
Let what?
Let the dead bury their dead.
Christ said, let the dead bury their dead. I don't give a damn about what you got going on. We got stuff to do. We got a kingdom we trying to bring in. Read.
But go thou and preach the kingdom of God. And another also said, Lord, I will follow thee. But let me first go bid them farewell, which are at home at my house.
Read.
And Jesus said unto him, No man, having put his hand to the plow and looking back, is fit for the kingdom of God.
What does that mean? We can't be worrying about what's going on behind us. Leave that life behind you and move forward. We got work to do. But a lot of us want to make excuses. We want to hold on to our past life. We want to be lazy. We want to stay asleep in slavery. You got something else? Go ahead, bring it out.
My check. Hey, you know what's heavy is like you were saying earlier, right? So we got many offices within the congregation, right? So, but the time we'll find out brothers or sisters have many offices, right? So chances are if they got many offices, is the work really gonna be done to the best of his ability? But you got brothers and sisters sitting down, don't got not one office. Make it make sense. Everybody got a part to play. You know, you got like Calvin said, everybody's not going to the streets. Sisters can play a part. Brothers got health issues. Guess what? You can still play a part in the stewardship office. Everybody got a role to play. The scripture said, give me Micah 4:10 real quick. Because like Calvin said, we'll start making excuses, right? But we was in the world, we've been hard for everything. For chasing behind, for Esau. But to get the kingdom, you know what I'm saying? We got to work. We can't sit down and just pray the kingdom going to come to us without doing any work. Give me Micah 4:10 real quick.
The book of Micah, chapter 4, verse 10. Be in pain and labor to bring forth.
And do what?
Be in pain and labor to bring forth.
There's going to be some sacrifice. It's going to be some sleepless nights, some long hours. You know what I'm saying? You might get out for work from your 12-hour shift, but then you got to go to camp. You got to go to camp 101. But it says be in pain and to labor. That means to work. It means God requires us to work for the kingdom. It was given to us at one point, but we want the kingdom, we got to work. Read on.
O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail.
Come on.
For now shalt thou go forth out of the city, and thou shalt dwell in the field, and thou shalt go even to Babylon.
So now we in spiritual Babylon. This is America, Babylon the Great, right? We praying to God to be delivered. But what's good as us praying to God and we not doing nothing about it? When everybody got a God-given talent that he gave instilled in us that we can use for the betterment of the body. But if you sitting on your talent, guess what? Christ's gonna call you a wicked servant. You slothful servant. You ain't gonna get the kingdom. All right.
All praises. So from there, go to Proverbs 20:4. I'm gonna wrap it up. We ain't even gonna finish the class because I don't want to go right into Bishop class. Proverbs 20:4.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 20, verse 4. The sluggard will not plow by reason of the cold. Therefore shall he beg in harvest and have nothing.
So it says the sluggard won't read again?
The sluggard will not plow by reason of the cold.
What does that mean? He will make what? An excuse. He will make an excuse. We are not to be like that. I'm telling you, just last week in Orlando, brothers, we got 40 ranking men. And it's a Sunday. Most people don't work on Sunday. But we having camp, and you see a million excuses pop up for why they can't make it. Every excuse under the sun. That's in every office, that's in every city, all across the world. Everybody got something else to do except get the job done. Nobody trying to find a way. Everybody trying to find a way out. From there, go to Romans 13:11.
The book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 11.
Mm-hmm.
And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
It's high time to do what?
To awake out of sleep.
It's time for us to wake up. It's time for us to wake up. Y'all don't understand how much talent we have as a nation of people. Did God say we equal all nations? He said what? We above all nations. So how is it we above all nations and the white man got skyscrapers in every city? Every city across this country, he got a downtown, he got highways, he got roads, he got airports, and we ain't got nothing. How is that? But we above them. That don't make no sense. We ain't created a vehicle yet. Can we get a car, please? Somebody make a car, please. I need a car dealership that I know. We can't get a car or a plane. We can't get that done. All these, I know every school got that one mechanic. He can do everything. He can do everything. We ain't been able to put these brothers together to make it happen yet. We don't make glasses yet. We ain't got a dentist group. So we can have our own dentist. We ain't got these things yet. Read it again.
And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. Understand, it ain't because we trying to build a utopia here in America. That's not it. That's not it. But we understand when you read the scripture, it says persecution is coming. It's going to go back to Jim Crow. They already saying that. Jamal Bryant, them marching in the streets. Jim Crow is back. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. I know you love Dr. Chan Lee. It's going to come a time Dr. Chan Lee going to say, you can't come into my office. No, you cannot come no more. And you're going to have your own doctors. Then what you going to do? When the Arab man ain't going to sell you chicken wings no more, what you going to do then? You ain't going to be able to get the honey barbecue wings from Moab. Are we going to have our own thing set up? Or are we just going to be sad? What's going to happen? That's the things we got to consider. From Ephesians 5:14.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 14. Wherefore he saith, awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead.
So the Bible says, awake thou that sleepest. Awake. Y'all got to understand. I know everybody know during Black History Month, you see all the inventors. If y'all look at all the stuff we created, it blows your mind how we are not self-sufficient in 2026. It's mind-blowing. I get mad at myself every day. I'm like, this is crazy. Everything you can think of, we just about created it. We gotta do better. Read. From there, last verse, Isaiah 62, because I'm going to end it, give y'all some minutes to get ready for Bishop class. Isaiah 62, we're going to read 1 through 7.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 62, verse 1. For Zion's sake.
We doing all this for Zion's sake. The nation of Israel's sake. What?
Will I not hold my peace?
You should not be at peace. Some of y'all are at peace. You are comfortable. You are asleep in where you at in this life. You good. You ain't aspiring to do no better. You ain't trying to get your credit better so you can get a line of credit so you can help another brother or help yourself start a business. You good. You like, I make $150,000 a year. I'm straight. I don't need nothing else. No, do better. Not for you, for your nation. Read.
And for Jerusalem's sake, I will not rest.
And what?
I will not rest.
For Jerusalem's sake, I will not rest. Sometimes you got to wake up 3, 4 in the morning. Drive all throughout the night. Flying to foreign countries. Man, when I got back, bro, we drove every day. We drove in the car in what country? In Uganda. We drove at least minimum 5 hours every day. Those cars they had, the van we had, beat up, roaches in it, and we like this all day because the road's bad. Bro, when I got back, my back jacked up. But those are the things that are necessary for the kingdom. Y'all understand? You do those things. Read.
And for Jerusalem's sake, I will not rest until the righteousness thereof go forth as brightness.
Read.
And the salvation thereof as a lamp that burneth.
Jump down to 6.
Verse 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls.
The Most High said he set watchmen upon thy walls. You men are the watchmen. Read.
O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace.
Which shall what?
Never hold their peace.
It's our job to never hold our peace. Read.
Day nor night.
Day nor night.
Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence.
The Lord said, lift up your voice and spread the message. Read.
And give him no rest.
And do what?
Give him no rest.
Don't be asleep on the wheel. If you wondering, is this to me? Yes. I'm talking to you. Each and every one of us got the same commission from Christ. Go teach the word of God. Don't give this land no rest. Give his people no rest. Read.
Till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth.
Until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. Until you see that, you should not be satisfied. Y'all understand that? All right, all praise to the Most High. All praises.
Across the earth, the prophets move. From city streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. Yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And still, the mission expands. On the airways, on the screens, in every nation under heaven, Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. This is Israel united in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endures.